Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Barbershop Chop. As y'all see, I got a little setup here. I wanted to try a different way of shooting videos. So the Mavericks had a wonderful last week. As I see, we beat Orlando. That Denver game was a thriller. Luka Doncic really went in his bag. He had 38, 9, and 13. Now I know I said in my last video how he was looking at the end of the last video. If you guys want to check it out, I said he was looking very, very, out of shape. And I don't know what happened. I guess that loss to Chicago. He didn't play that game, but I know he had one loss where he really Charlotte. I know that game against Charlotte, he really was. You guys seen that picture on Twitter and all that good stuff where he was looking really, really frustrated, and he was just getting really taken out of the game and all that stuff. But he's really. It seems I don't know what happened. I don't know if his conditioning has gotten better, but he's back to MVP form. As you guys can see, he put up a 30 against Denver anyway. He put up 38, 13, and 9. So it looked like he's back in the form. And what I stated in my last video, I've noticed that the Mavericks have really implemented. I said in my last video that Maxi Kleber, Jalen Brunson, and Willie Cauley-Stein need more minutes. And I even said that I recommend that Willie Cauley-Stein and Kleber, I believe it was them. It was them. They need to start. And so I don't know what happened, but I don't know if the Mavericks saw it. I doubt it. But Rick Carlisle and Donnie Nelson finally made the switch to sit what's our man's name? Dwight Powell. I mean, he's not a terrible player, but he's been playing really bad. He's not starter material. And I said he needs to be set down. I'm sorry, he's just not a starting center in this league. So Rick Carlisle has finally made the decision to sit this guy down. He should not start. And he just ain't got it to start anyway. And so we don't want to get up to a bad start and then have to try to come back or whatever the case may be. But the Mavericks are doing really good right now. I'm so happy they finally started Willie Cauley-Stein. He's been nothing but a positive. They finally playing Kleber a lot more minutes, and the Mavericks is really, really balling out. But what I've really noticed is I looked at the stats. The Mavericks are number 4 in defense and the defensive rating. And if you guys noticed, I'm glad that the Mavericks finally have addressed this issue, because as you guys know, we have always, even I would say after Dirk, after Tyson Chandler and Deshaun Stevenson, and all those defensive players left, Sean Marion, we have mightily struggled defensively. And so I'm really happy that the Mavericks have went to go pick up some defensive players like Josh Richardson, what's his name? Jones on the bench, real tough guy. Willie Cauley-Stein. Really some defensive guys who can really just play some defense. And so, it's really good to see we're number 4 in defensive rating, and that's only going to give us a chance to, win more games. Now, I cannot wait for Porzingis to come back, because I was kind of looking on Twitter a bit, and I was looking at this thread about what people think our starting 5 should be when Kristaps Porzingis come back. Me personally, our starting 5, I believe, should be, of course, it should be Luka and Josh Richardson. And also, I think it should be Dorian. I like Kleber, but I don't know if he should start. I don't know if he should start over Porzingis and Willie Cauley-Stein. And of course, we're going to need a wing, so Dorian Finney-Smith can keep his starting spot. So I think that'll be our best starting 5. I hate sitting Kleber, because that guy can straight up hoop. I don't know, man. He can start for a lot of teams in this league. But I think for when. Who knows? Who knows if KP is going to come straight back to the starting lineup, when he is fully healthy, or is he going to come off the bench until they get his legs up under him? But I really do like Maxi Kleber starting. But when KP gets 100% fully healthy, then I think Maxi Kleber should probably go to the bench. We should see how but he should be a high minutes bench player, if you guys know what I'm saying. He should still get 30+ minutes, like he should be one of our top 6, man, because the guy can straight up hoop. And even though against Orlando we had a lot of top players out, I think Luka was out of that game, and I think Josh Richardson was out too. And so Tim Hardaway and Trey Burke was out for a while because I don't know what he had. I don't know if he had CV or whatever the case may be, but he came in and he gave those guys some straight buckets. He was looking really good. And if you guys remember, in the bubble, he was really killing it. So I'm glad that Mavericks re-signed him. He's small, But he just coming. He's like our Lou Williams. And I don't want to say he's a poor man Lou Williams. He's just like a Lou Williams who can give us some production, right? So he comes off the bench. He gave those guys straight buckets. The Magic. Now the Magic was shorthanded because they didn't have Jonathan Isaac or Markelle Fultz. They were shorthanded. Jonathan Isaac get out for the season along with Markelle Fultz. But at the same time, that's still a quality team with Vucevic, and they have Aaron Gordon. Those are two perennial all-stars. And we were shorthanded too, so it was an even match game. So we didn't totally have an advantage, and we still don't have Kristaps Porzingis. So that was a great win by the Mavericks. But really, what I'm so proud of, it's not even the offense I really care about, because the offense is going to come anytime we have Luka Doncic playing. It's the defense that I'm really and the inspired hustle and the inspired effort that the Mavericks are portraying. And it's just absolutely wonderful to see. And I'm so happy that finally we're not giving up 120, 130 points a game, because it's frustrating when we know that we can score. We know the Mavericks always have been in the top half of the league when it comes to offense, averaging over 100 points a game and all that kind of stuff. But we're actually number 4 in defensive rating, and I love to see it. And I don't know if you guys saw, it was a tweet by Mark Cuban. He said that we are trying to become a top 5 defensive team, which we are. And that's just amazing, because now when it comes to the playoffs, teams can't just run over us now. The Mavericks have finally instilled a level of toughness, a level of physicality, and size. We finally have size again, like in 2011, we had Deshaun Stevenson, Shawn Marion, guys who actually had some size to them, over 6 feet, some guys who had some edge about them. And I know we have that with Josh Richardson. Can't think of the guy's name. I want to say James Johnson. James Johnson, who came over from the Heat. We finally have some kind of, and this guy, he hooping too, come in, shoot threes, play some tough defense, and score around the rim and rim run. So I'm very excited that the Mavericks finally have some toughness and some physicality about them that we did not have, a few seasons ago, or really ever, after we won the championship in 2011. So it's good to see the Mavericks finally upping it up defensively. It seems like they've really upped their effort this season, and Luka is finally back, it seems like, into MVP form. He's just out there having fun again, giving guys buckets. It was a great overtime thriller against Denver. Man, and Hardaway. Now, I do want to talk about Tim Hardaway. I know I've seen a lot of debate about should Tim Hardaway start, should he come off the bench. I think when Kristaps Porzingis comes back, he should come off the bench. I think that starting 5 should consist of, Trey Burke, Hardaway, Maxi Kleber, and you can throw in some other people, maybe Boban or something of that nature. But I do think that Hardaway, he's so adjustable. I think it may just depend on the matchup, because sometimes he's not consistent. Sometimes he lights you up and hit 8 threes, and then the next time he comes back and he's just 4 for 13. It's like, what happened, right? So he's very, very consistent, but overall he is a net positive. And one thing last year I made a video on Hardaway. I said, man, I called him the next Michael Finley, and I said, if this guy ever just takes it to the rim and works on his ball handling, he could be a two-way. He could be a great. I'm not gonna say a two-way. He could be a and we're gonna talk about two-way when it comes to Luka. He could be a multi-dimensional player. One thing I noticed about Hardaway is he's taking it to the rim now. He's not just settling for jumpers. Now, he can shoot the 3, but I noticed he's getting a lot more inside points. He's not just settling for jumpers and pull up mid-range. He's actually taking it to the rim and scoring. And I'm like, man, he's added that to his bag now. So this guy's a valuable scorer, especially out that bench. Mavericks can score some points. Mavericks got some players on the team that can really score that rock. So I'm really happy to see that the Mavericks have a great roster. I do think that we can be the top 4, especially when KP comes back. I do think we have the talent, especially with our defense. That's the key. And rebounding. When we play big, we start those big guys, and we're not getting out pounded on the boards all the time, especially with Cauley-Stein and Kleber. And when KP comes back, we won't get destroyed on the boards. We won't get overpowered inside. We can definitely make some, because and you guys know, I honestly think KP didn't get injured. We beat those Clippers instead of Denver knocking them out. We beat the Clippers if KP doesn't get injured, in my opinion. And so it's just only going to depend on his durability. His durability is the key, in my opinion, is the key to us going to the Western Conference Finals or going out in the second round. Because I think we have the talent to knock a lot of these teams out, especially like a lot of teams in the Western Conference have taken a sharp decline, such as Portland. You know, Denver taking the backseat. They got rid of some of their defensive players, like you know, Jeremy Grant and some other guys, some of the defensive players. So I think we definitely have a shot to make the top 4 and make it to the Western Conference Finals, and maybe even the finals when Kristaps Porzingis came back. Last part I wanted to talk about is Luka Doncic is a two-way player all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if the coaching staff is gave him a talking to, but this guy, he's become a quality defender. Because if you guys know, Luka used to get targeted by a lot of teams, especially the Clippers. Luka used to get targeted, you know, on those pick and roll actions. And I don't know what happened, but he's moving his feet very well. He's always been pretty stocky. He's never been a frail guy. He's playing physical on the defensive end. He's getting in there. He's fighting, especially on the glass. I don't know if you guys saw against the Magic. He had a rebound. He put it up backwards and he scored. I said, man, what happened to this guy? Man, he's playing really tough. He's playing at an MVP level, which is what I expected for him to do this season, is take the next step. Now, I just can't wait for KP to come back. I don't know if you guys have been watching the practice videos. He's really been practicing, and we just want him to get full speed, of course. Practice is different than the actual NBA game. But Luka, he's becoming, a two-way player, and that elevates you into top 5 in the league when you become. That moves you past James Harden, when it comes to, because now you're adding defense into your arsenal, and because he had like 4 steals in the Nuggets game or something of that nature. So Luka's really balling out, man, and I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to see the Mavericks just playing so well. But man, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I think the Mavericks are. We're 5-4 at the time of shooting this video. The Mavericks are absolutely balling out, and I can't wait to play I think we play the Pelicans next. So we'll see what happens, and the Pelicans are underachieving. So hopefully we go 6-4, but we'll see what happens. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this video, and I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Peace out.